Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. We have two replays for you today. Now, this video, I was debating what to actually call it. There were so many names I could call this video today. We could make it a World of Dummies. We could make it OP replays. But you know what? I've gone with Lucky Son of a... So, because it's all three of those. It's Lucky Son of a World of Dummies, OP replay. It's all three of them in one. And we have the pleasure of watching Anggael in the Annihilator. As we know, the Annihilator is probably one of the most broken tanks in the game, up there with the Smasher at the moment. I called it before it was even released. And it's a shame. I mean, I enjoy playing it. I'm not going to lie, people do enjoy playing it, but it is a shame because it has kind of broken tier 6, 7, and 8 at the moment. With these two tanks, if you get in a platoon, if you're in a platoon with another Annihilator and you've got like a Smasher on your team, then it's just stupid. It's just stupid, especially when you're top tier. But we're going to watch Anggael. Now, he does get lucky, but also just the two Tigers on his team, the Jag Tiger and the Tiger 2, are complete dummies. They are complete dummies. I say that, but they do end up winning the game. Well, the Tiger does. But Anggael has decided to push the castle, which is where the majority of the team are. His team, if you look at the mini-map, they are pretty much, I mean, look where the Tiger is, right there. He's just staying there. And I think he's actually almost drowning himself. So Anggael actually holds this area really well, and for as long as possible. Now, for some reason, the Panther before just didn't want to know him, still doesn't want to know him until he rams him, and then it's like, oh yeah, there you are, didn't see you there. Where did you come from, Annihilator? Like a big massive tank. I've only just seen you. But by then he's almost dead. But now he has an IS-3 coming behind. The Jag Tiger, who I said is a bit of a dummy, actually takes that guy out. So now he's just got an IS-3 to deal with. Again, his team, they're still all over the place. They're still all over the place. It's a 6 versus 4. And even the IS-3, okay, fair enough. The IS-3, I would have actually left the Charioteer, because the Charioteer is not as OP as the Annihilator, and with someone else shooting an Anggael as well, he would have been a one-shot. So the IS-3 decided to go for the kill, which I always say is probably the correct decision, but I mean, you have to be smart with your decision. Do you want to take a Charioteer that's not been in really taking any danger, or do you want to take out the most broken tank in the game? Now, even though he's only on 400 hit points, now a nice roll there. Probably could have used HE, but I mean, didn't want to risk doing some splash damage, and there was a possibility to take out the T-49, but unfortunately leaves him on 103 hit points. Now, that 103 hit points is going to come back and haunt Anggael in a very bit. So far, 4.4k damage. It is now a 4 versus 3. Here comes the E25, who goes on a full YOLO mode, little ram there, and he takes him out. Now, he gets splashed there with the T-49, leaving him on 37 hit points, and he gets a block from the T-32. Now, that itself is quite lucky, because he also then gets another block, which is now taking the attention of the T-32. So the T-32, even though Anggael's not going to do any more damage, unfortunately, he just about goes for the T-49, but the T-32 does reload just in time, and now it is a 3 versus 2. Look at that Tiger. They are, I mean, there's no hope. A bit of a lag here. So the Jag Tiger has actually been camping the whole game, but I mean, you can't complain too much. He's got 2 kills. Then this Tiger, I mean, yeah, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing? When I was watching this replay, I was expecting him to drown. I was actually expecting him to drown. And then this Black Prince, who has insane DPM, is the only person pushing. But he was full hit points when he come up here. With the DPM this tank has got, he should be doing some damage. He should be doing some damage. When you're full hit points, but he literally, I think he has one shot there on the T-32, and that's him now gone. So it's now a 2 versus 2. This Yag Tiger, who doesn't want to push, he's just going to sit and wait, and literally he sits and wait. And then you have this Tiger that is the other side, but at least he manages, the mistake there from the T-49, at least he actually manages to get a kill. Now, where is this Tiger going? Is he going to go up? Is he going to, I mean, we don't know. He's just turning and just casual, yeah. Only a minute and a half left, you know. We're just gonna roll out. Now, if he pushes, the Yag Tiger actually should be pushing up there, staying obviously to the wall, but he doesn't want to, which, okay, I understand because the T-32 is there, but the Yag Tiger is full hit points. He is full hit points. Now, does he have a shot on this T-32? Of course he has a shot on the T-32. Is he going to shoot the T-32? No, he's not going to shoot the T-32, and I have no idea why. Is he trying to aim at... I don't know what he's doing. I really don't know what this Yag Tiger is doing. Now, the reason why I say lucky son of a... because it was lucky, because these two guys are like complete noobs, and honestly, Anggael deserves the win, but these two guys... they don't deserve the win. They don't deserve the win. So it is lucky. He was lucky that Anggael actually done the damage that he done, the block damage. I mean, he blocked 1,500 damage. He blocked 1,500 damage. He did a fantastic job. And Anggael weren't so much the lucky one. I think he deserved the win. He deserved the win. He deserves the ace. He deserves the damage because he did a really good job. But all in all, I think it's... the team are pretty lucky. When you have two players like that on your team, of course you have to get lucky to get the win. So well played there from Anggael. Thank you. I do appreciate you sending me that in. 5.7k damage, 1,500 base XP. Great job indeed. Next up, and of course, if you haven't subscribed to Anggael, do go subscribe. He is the most subbed Blitz channel, and probably one of the best. He's a fantastic editor, one of the best editors I know, and definitely if you haven't subscribed, do go and subscribe to him. Next up, we have Shady's, a really good friend of mine, and he is driving the Emil 1, the Tier 9 version. The Emil 2, the Tier 9 version. He's on mines. Now, this tank is absolutely insane. The whole line is really, the Tier 8 and the Tier 9 especially. The Kranwagen's not as good, I don't think, as the pair of these. But this one is a pure... again, this could be an OP replay, because I think it could be actually number 1 in Hall of Fame. If it's not number 1, it's very, very close up there. But also, he gets so freaking lucky. He gets so lucky. And this also could be a world of dummies because of just one tank in particular, and that is the Yag Tiger on the enemy team. What is up with Yag Tigers today, or Yags? Just Tigers, they are just stupid today. What is going on? And we're going to see it not so much yet, more towards the end of the battle. So Shady's has pulled up a great position here on mines. Now, this is a fantastic position for a tank like this, a tank with gun depression and a tank with a turret. As you can see there, that is what the enemy are looking at. You can see him looking at the Emil 2. The turret is just almost impenetrable, and that is what the enemy are also looking at. So it's very, very difficult to be able to pen the Emil in that position. So pulling up on mines, this is probably one of the best maps for this tank, because it does have a little bit of gun depression. You're able to get your gun down enough, but when you're coming up against another Emil, unless he turns sideways, of course, unless you can get the bottom plate, then this tank is a beast. So far, 3.2k damage. He hasn't taken any damage in return yet. And of course, he is going to go for that Emil. He's going to get as much shots as possible, because his team are losing, and taking out a tank like that with a great turret, as we've already explained, that's definitely the best decision. But of course, when you have the tank looking at you, just go for another tank, which is exactly what Shady's is doing. The AMX 5120 is now a one-shot, so Shadys has actually pretty much been using this this tank as just a single shot gun, because he's always had shots. You can see here, there's the Jagdtiger. He's going to reload his shell and he's going to go for that shot. There's no point reloading your full magazine if you have shots available, because that shot might not be available by the time you have reload the second shell. Of course, there's like, what, over a 20-second reload, way more than 20 seconds to reload your entire magazine. So in 20 seconds time, that shot might not be available. So what he's doing now is he is flanking around. Of course, while he is flanking around to help his team around here, there is 3 tanks as far as I'm aware around this map side of the map. And again, look, he does reload his 3 shells. Unfortunately, bounces that first shot. He's going to ignore the tank behind him now. Now, it is unfortunate because that VK, he would have been able to take that the VK if he would have released all 3 shells. Now he has the Persian up against. Now, what does he do now? Do you reload all 3 shells because he's already reloaded 2 of them, or do you just go for the Persian and hope for the best? And what Shadys is doing, because he's almost there anyway, he is actually going to reload his entire magazine. So now he has 3 shells. That was a nice roll. As long as he gets a nice average roll here, which he does, now the Persian is down to a 1 shot. But Shadys has now lost half of his hit points, and there goes the Persian. Now he needs to reload 2 shells here, which is now what he has done. There's the first shell. He's going to get the second shell into the VK to bring it now down to a 2 versus 2. He's already on 6.4k damage, but he is only a 2 shot to this Anggael. I mean, this Anggael could take out both of these tanks now if he was fully reloaded, but he makes the mistake in dropping down. He is going to take out the Object 252U with 1 shell. Now what I would do if I was that Anggael is reload all 3 shells. And why I would reload 3 shells instead of 2, because of the armor of this thing. But he drops down, he's going to take 1 shot. I think he goes a bit far there. I don't think he meant to do that. There's the second shell. Is he going to reload? Has he got the third shell reloaded? He's aiming, he's not shooting. So then why did he drop down? He dropped down because he had the 2 shells left. And luckily, I mean, come on, 1 HP, there goes the Anggael. And if you can't get any luckier by ending on 1 HP, the freaking Jagdtiger gets himself stuck. Come on, seriously. Why can I never have this luck? Shadys admitted to me this was a bit lucky. A bit lucky. This, you can't get much luckier than Shadys right now. I mean, already on 7k damage, no chance of winning, no chance. He was lucky with the Anggael bouncing a shot. I mean, why? He's on 1 HP, and he then gets lucky with his Jagdtiger. Come on. 8.4k damage now. He's going to use the heat. I don't know, he's going to use APCR. Is he going to get, no, he's going to use heat. He does get another shot there and leaves the Jagdtiger on 6. And this is where I was expecting the Jagdtiger to actually get the shot off. And he finally gets himself loose. But he can't turn around because of all these tanks around this area. So well played, Shadys. Well played. That is his highest ever damage as well. And Shadys is actually one of my oldest moderators, my oldest admin on my Discord, a very good friend of mine. 8,700 damage. Of course he gets the ace and he gets just over 2,000 base XP. But come on, that was pure luck. You are a lucky son of a beach. Thank you guys for sending me those replays in. Thank you guys watching. Thank you that has watched this live as a premiere as well. I hope you enjoyed it. Road to 50k. We're like nearly 700 away. We need to get there before Christmas. Go subscribe. Hope you enjoyed. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you soon.